All right, so I just finished a session of voice work, surrounded by some really talented people. And there was a point where I felt nervous, like I don't deserve to be here, or I'm not good enough, or these other people are better than me. Maybe I'm not as good as I think I am or want to be. And I watched my thoughts. And I said, it's so interesting after all these years, you can still judge yourself so harshly. You can still talk to yourself so negatively. And yet I find it as such a value at the same time. It's like, I believe that, I've been walking for a while, but the only thing there is love and fear. They're like the two opposites of the same tree. They call it tree of life if you want to. Good, evil. And fear is like a gas tank on empty. And full is like a gas tank full of love. And when I see my gas tank meter passing, let's call it the middle path, the middle way, over to empty, I realize I'm going into a lot of fear. And fear is usually a lot of stories. And you have to wonder and question, is this story true that I'm telling myself right now? And if not, what else could it be? You might want to believe it's true. That's okay. That's your choice. I do like to question, though, if there was another way, what could it be? Especially when I'm stepping into fear. And I looked around me at all these beautiful people that I have such a admiration for, and their talent and their presence as people in general are outstanding. And I really just had a moment of gratitude and love for all the people that I was surrounded by. And I said, I'm here right now with these wonderful, talented people. And I'm going to take this as an opportunity to learn and grow and get better. Because I want to play with them. I don't want to be shelled up inside, insecure, uncertain. I want to be free. I want to have fun. I want to experience. I'm in a playground. I'm in the sandbox with these other professional performers. And they're doing what they do best. And I want to have that same connected experience with them. And so, how do I do that? Well, if you treat opportunity as every single moment to be growing, facing your fears, learning, becoming the greatest version of the highest vision of yourself at all times, no matter how challenging that might be and how much you might fail, well, take this as an opportunity to be at school. You're training right now. And I remembered all these little things that I had known over the years, slowly just popping into my head after I started thinking this way. And they reminded me of, oh, there's that method and that trick and that thing I learned in improv and that thing I learned in this, and things that when I was restricted, I couldn't even think of. It was like clouding my head. And then once I opened up to this love around me and the just appreciation around me and the willingness to learn, well, all these things started popping back into my mind. And then I started using them. And I started watching and learning and seeing what other people did, and I started applying what they did to my work instantly. Like it was instant tools just showed up. And I started having more fun. And I started opening up, and I didn't feel that shell on myself anymore like I did before. And started feeling more connected with everyone. when I was doing my work. And I left the day feeling really great after all that. So I guess what the point is it's a reminder to myself, and I get to share it with you. No matter what it looks like, really, really examine it and examine your thoughts about it. And ask yourself, instead of how does it get worse? Oh, I suck, all the kind of thing. Maybe contemplate the idea of how does it get better than this? How do I get better than this right now? And it's not to be thinking in the future. It's not what I'm saying. And trying to think in the past or comparing. I'm just saying more present. Opening up. And having the expectation that life is bringing you more of love than fear. And your goodness is bringing goodness. Because what you serve serves you. Anyway, that was my message. I hope it helps you. I hope it made some sense. I am that I am. That you are.